All right, boys, bring it in.
So, Coach, we got
Hey,
the Rangers.
go
Go ahead.
ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
go. You had something. Go.
Well, we're talking about in the last two chalkboard talks of the back pressure and the man-on-man coverage in the D zone. And in the first Pittsburgh game, the 4-2 game, we kind of let them back into the game when Trocheck made that misplay. Crosby had the puck in the corner. One defenseman was about to go after him, and Trocheck was caught in no man's land, went in between and left Getzel all alone in front. And you leave Crosby that opening. He got the pass to Getzel on a one timer, and it was a tough one for Igor to save. Now, me and Mikey were discussing in the game last night. I analyzed all three goals. On the first goal that Carolina got, Keandre had the one winger that gave the puck over to that defenseman breaking in. VC was skating with him stride for stride, kind of let him go, thinking Keandre was going to spin, and the guy was able to get the shot off from the circle. Could Igor have saved it? I'm going to say it was a savable shot. It hit the post and went in, picked the spot. It didn't go straight into a 5-hole or anything, but that was a play where VC kind of let the guy go. He should have probably skated hard and went after him. So the man-on-man coverage broke down there. The second goal had Zibby covering the guy with the puck going into the corner. Same thing. Keandre should have let him go a little bit or hesitated to see how Zibby was going to do in that one-on-one battle. And then Trouba misread the play and went behind the net thinking he was going to get the chip. And the guy was all alone in front, too late, and they got the goal. Then on the third goal, Kreider went down to cover Teravanian or whatever his name is, and then skated out to the point where there were two other Rangers, and Burns hit him with the tip-in shot. So those three goals, there were three breakdowns, and I said that when you're playing these better teams, you get away with it, possibly little mishaps in these other games like against Nashville, but Carolina's going to wait. You get a puck on Burns' stick, he's going to make a play. You get a puck on Crosby's stick, he's going to make a play. Those are the lines you definitely cannot make that mistake on, those caliber of players. So those four mishaps, the ones last night actually cost them the game. So just to
Yeah, and all,
reiterate and
all at the
show
all at
the
the end.
negative side.
Yeah, and all at the end of the game, right? I mean, they've been doing pretty
Yeah.
well, I think, defensively. I know they've been offensively dynamic, which has caused a lot of the reason. And sometimes you get a shutout because you're just killing it offensively too. But I thought they've been better in their own zone for a while. But those last 10 minutes, yeah, good job explaining the breakdown on those goals, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Rangers played great defensively for the first, obviously, 50 minutes of the game. But I think Carolina finally just figured them out a little bit. The Rangers weren't able to weather the storm. What did Coach Vinny say in the Chaminade days? The water always overcomes the rock. So
Yeah.
I think Carolina just kept pouring it on, and the Rangers weren't necessarily ready for it. But like I said, I think again on Thursday they will be ready for it. Now that they got a taste of it, and Lindgren, we'll see if he plays. We talked about that already, but he'll have another game back, another game under his belt. He'll feel more comfortable, and I think they'll do better.
I mean, the big difference in that game, also to get off the different subject, is the power play. 0 for 3. Not many opportunities. They got to find a way to set up and get a few better chances on that power play. Got to make them pay on that.
With that lineup, you got to score a power
They
play.
got to get a goal. 1 out of 3. They got to go 1 out of 3. Come on.
Yeah,
That game should have been 2-0.
Unless you're only getting 1 or 2 power plays, but if you're getting more than 2 power plays a game, you got to go 30% at the very least.
I got a quick question for you, Coach. So going back to your corner, if you're in the locker room with these guys, what are you telling them to do different?
You're just going to tell. They know what they're supposed to do, and you're going to tell them, and you're going to say, guys, use your instinct, make your decision, stay with your man, trust your teammates. Make that decision to stay with the right guy you're supposed to, and don't give up your man. That's all. Stay with what we've been working on. We've been doing it for 5 games. Stay with it. Don't give them that opportunity. Don't open the window for them. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what happened. Like I said, VC on that one, I watched the replay before. He clearly just held up, thinking Keandre was going to turn and go, and Keandre stayed with his man, and VC let him. I mean, again, shot was from the outside, definitely a savable shot. Not by a freak, not by Sidney Crosby shot. So maybe VC thought the same thing. Just let the guy go a little bit. Igor's got it. You know, don't take it for granted. There's a lot of cliches you could throw out there.
Igor
you
could
just-
have been caught off guard too, thinking. I think you
Right.
touched on it recently that he's got to trust that VC's going to have that guy. So maybe he was cheating
Right.
a certain way.
Right. So there's a few variables, but basically you just want to give them that mental confidence saying you guys have been doing it, keep doing it. You know, maybe he should have called a timeout, maybe not, but that's what a situation where you want to save that timeout for a tie game, so it's hard. You know,
It's also a big thing that I heard in I think VC said it in an interview that they're figuring, or no, it might have been Kane actually, that they're figuring out the recipe that they need to succeed. And that's kind of what you're touching on. Like they need to figure out what works for them as a team, and they got to keep doing that, you know, and then trusting themselves to, like I always say to you guys, like in roller hockey, like if we do all this, if we play our game, if we play a full 60, you guys will win. Like the recipe will work. Like it's
Right.
proven in the past, you know, like we just did it last night, whatever. We just did it against Pittsburgh. We just did it against Nashville. It's proven to work. So just do it and just trust it and it'll work.
Well, shout out to your roller hockey team.